No matter what you say, don't matter what you do, I only wanna do bad things to you. So good that you can't explain it. What can I say? It's complicated.
Hey, nothing's that bad if it feels good.
When I went to Warped Tour in 2002, and I saw all these punkers, like, and I saw these bands that were like, looked like me and like, didn't look like they had their lives together just like me at the time, you know? Like, I kind of was like, oh wow, like there's an outlet for fuck-ups like me.
While your body's giving me life and you suffocating my kids, then you said I want you forever.
They're not together anymore, but the Gallows were, they had this one album called Great Britain that was fucking sick, and like, they were awesome. I was really infatuated with how they worked the stage, and their front man was so fucking cool.
I'm so G, I don't keep that pistol on me. Hey, I beat your ass, you try to press that issue on me. Hey, I keep a stash.
I got hit by a bus over here, so I gotta say the Smiths, man, because that line came to life with me. I think the natural progression came through Korn and Limp Bizkit, right? Because they had like those real hip hop like bass lines and like grooves and like drums that reflected a lot of what was going on in like hip hop. And I didn't know about hip hop at the time. And then I saw DMX and Eminem, and I was like, what the fuck? This is like, it was so punk. They were like screaming and aggressive and like felt the way I felt. And like they weren't talking about things I didn't know about. You know, I didn't know about like, because at that same time, hip hop wise, there was also, you know, like Cash Money Millionaires, like Lil Wayne, Birdman, all those, like Puff, you know, like Diddy and all them were popping. It was all this like, this lifestyle shit that I wasn't understanding at that time. I didn't know what popping champagne was. I didn't know any of that stuff. But then there was like Eminem and DMX talking about all this stuff that was going on in my life, like all these like loner feelings and like dark messages. And so that was pretty like similar to kind of like the music that I was already listening to. And then it was just done in this like new, fresh way. I was like, oh shit. And so I think like Korn and Limp Bizkit guided me into Eminem, DMX, Tupac, and then it just flourished from there. And I think it's like really, I like shout out to all the British artists who like, all these guys like Skepta, Grimes, all these guys just want to like sound like British, you know what I mean? Like they just want to like be themselves. They don't want to like, you know, even if us over there are late to it, which we were, but you know, I'm really happy to see it cross over now, and I'm glad they're getting the props they got. I fucking love listening to the scene y'all have over here, like grime music. I've went to a couple like grime events and just sat there and just in the darkness and just looked and was just like, fuck, dude, they got a thing going on over here, and and that shit was really punk, actually. I want to go play, and I actually got invited to go play like the BBC live sessions. Cool. It's kind of cool, man. I mean, fuck, I grew up listening to that. I grew up listening to like the Zeppelin BBC live session. That was like one of my favorites.
I've been going through shit. I've been through so much that what I took is not enough. Hey, here's a story about the time that I smoked everything in my inventory.
When I get back, I'm about to, I was gonna say weed, but the weed y'all got over here is fire. I got a really good weed guy over here. You know what, man? I'm like a nomad now, dude. I'm like a gypsy at this point. I don't really like. I don't. You know, Cleveland's my home, but like I'm cool with just going wherever in the world now, man. There's little crevices for me to fit in everywhere. So I don't care. I don't know when I go home. Maybe I'll just stay here until I feel like, I don't know. My daughter lives in Cleveland. Yeah, my daughter lives in Cleveland. She's really stoked I'm over here though. Except, you know, like her only version of like what goes on over here is like Harry Potter, so, like, you know what I mean? I'm high as fuck. Maybe I gotta get her on this Oasis kick. Oh, I do. Oh, dude. Oh, man. Speaking of, my daughter hates Supersonic because I sing that repeatedly. She hates it. You will love it.